Okay, so now Islam doing Bafé. This is part 3. It is September the 2nd. Is it September the 2nd or the 3rd? I think it's September the 3rd. No, the day is Wednesday, Thursday. It's September the 2nd. Yep, September the 2nd, 2020. Okay, so I'm going to read the Constitution. I'm at Burger King. I'm your wife, Rhonda Arrington-Bey. I'm going to start off with the Article 1, Section 9. It says, the migration or importation of such persons as any of the states now existing shall think proper to admit, shall not be prohibited by Congress prior to the year 1808, but a tax or duty may be imposed on such importation, not exceeding $10 for each person. The privilege of the writ of habeas corpus shall not be suspended unless when, in case of rebellion or invasion, the public safety may require it. No bill of attainder or ex post facto law shall be passed. No capitation or other direct tax shall be laid unless in proportion to the census or enumeration herein before directed to be taken. No tax or duty shall be laid on an article exported from any state. No preference shall be given by any regulation or commerce or revenue to the ports of one state over those of another, nor shall vessels bound to or from one state be obliged to enter, clear, or pay duties in another. No money shall be drawn from the treasury, but in consequence of appropriations made by law, and a regular statement and account of the receipts and expenditures of all public money shall be published from time to time. I'm going to read that again. That is a little I don't look too cute today. Well, anyway. No preference shall be given to any regulation of commerce or revenue, the ports of one state over those of another, nor shall vessels bound to or from one state be obliged to enter, clear, or pay duties in another. No money shall be drawn from the treasury, but in consequence of appropriations made by law and a regulation statement and account of the receipts and expenditures of all public money shall be published from time to time. Okay. No title or nobility shall be granted by the United States, and no person holding any office of profit or trust under them shall, without the consent of the Congress, except of any present emolument, office, or title of any kind whatever from any king, prince, or foreign state. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read section 10. No state shall enter into any treaty, alliance, or confederation. That's important. Grant letters of mark and reprisal, coin money, emit bills of credit, make anything but gold and silver, coins, a tender in payment of debris, pass any bill of attainder, ex post facto law, or law impairing the obligation of contracts, or grant any title of nobility. No state shall, without the consent of the Congress, lay any imposts or duties or imports or exports, except what may be absolutely necessary for executing its inspection laws, and the net produce of all duties and imposts laid by any state or on imports or exports shall be for the use of the Treasury of the United States, and all such laws shall be subject to the revision and control of the Congress. No state, this is definitely a check on the states, because I remember when President Abraham Lincoln, during the Civil War, the southern states was trying to separate themselves from the Union. So this is very important to put a check on the states, because they to make sure that they understand that they are under constitutional laws. So this is putting a check on the states so they don't separate. So anyway, no state, without the consent of Congress, lay any duty of tonnage, keep troops or ships of war in time of peace, enter into agreement or compact with another state or with a foreign power, or engage in war unless actually invaded or in such imminent danger as will not admit of delay. In fact, the book I read, Arrington-Bey, about Abraham Lincoln, the southern states actually had a president that they were, I forgot his name, that they were that they were supporting. They wasn't supporting Abraham Lincoln. So I forgot the name of the southern I should not have, it's like, how can I forget the name? So they actually they wanted their own president, the Confederation. They wanted those that were not supporting Abraham Lincoln, and they literally wanted to separate themselves from the Union. So anyway, I'll talk to you later. As a Moorish American, my nationality, Imani Gray-Bey, Moorish American, we reclaim my nationality in 2015. Nationality is important as Moors, and to be considered and to affirm to uphold constitutional laws that include the 13th Amendment, 20 sections, and all 4 of Abraham Lincoln's proclamations, these divine laws of freedom. Islam.